Ambassador to Lesotho and to Kenya, Councillor Montague. I hope I've got the diplomatic order there correct. And anyone else, public representative, I might have missed. I'm very honoured to be here today, 2 years almost, well, a year and 10 months since I met you down in the docks, and to recognise the work you're doing. I think it's fantastic. I think it actually does give a lift. I was talking to someone yesterday, we were talking about the way of the country, the state of the country. You know, we're kind of a fairly depressed kind of way about us at the moment. And he said to me, he said, you know, we need to look out a bit, look out beyond our country for a while, and that actually might just get us see again some of the strengths we have, some of the values, virtues we have as a people, and give us a bit of perspective to what our situation is. And I suppose that's particularly the case in this project, because we're going to a part of the world, or sending these boxes to countries and locations that have problems that would make ours look very small. Their causes of poverty are many, and the solutions are difficult. But I was talking to a friend as well this morning who was involved previously in development aid. And she said to me, she said, one thing is clear about poverty and resolving poverty. There is no easy solution, but there's one that stands out as better than any other. And it's education. And particularly, she said, she's a woman, particularly of girls. She said, educate the man, you educate the man, educate the woman, and you educate the community. And it was interesting. But the fundamental truth is that through education, more than anything else, you can tackle poverty. And education today means you have to know how to get onto a spreadsheet. You have to know how to use some of these new operating systems. So when you do have the possibility then of going to work and getting on the internet and selling to the rest of the world, you know the basic ABCs of the computer. And that's what's going out in every single box there. It's not just the computer, but it's the education, the learning that comes out of every one of those computers in every classroom. Did you say 3 million people?
3 million people if we could get all the computers in Ireland that are thrown out that plan.
Well, that's a hell of a goal to go for. Why wouldn't we set ourselves the task of education, or helping the education of 3 million people? And in the process, give ourselves a real lift, because it is actually something we're good at. We've done it down through the years, particularly in Africa. Men and women have left this shore to do the exact same thing, to educate. So we've had records in this. We've no interest in it, we've no commercial interest, but we do it because we know it's right. Because we live in one world now. Because as you say, Gary, what we do here has an effect there. And we actually have a moral obligation to work together to get this planet working. And that's done through education. I think it also gives us a real lift because of the voluntary nature of the work. You know, in difficult times here at the moment, a lot of people find themselves in difficult circumstances. One of the best ways of getting back confidence going again is actually, I think, through voluntary work. And I'm not surprised, that's what I hear, that you've had to close your books for the moment because you've had such a good response, such a positive reaction. Because people actually see when you're getting in and doing this work, it actually is fulfilling. It actually gives you a sense of purpose and a sense of achievement. And I commend and agree with you, Gary, that congratulations to the people who are here as volunteers. That is great work, and that is very good work that you are doing. I'd also have to say commend the companies who are giving computers, and that's important. If there's one simple message to go out, you need more computers, it seems to me. Why would we stop if we're going to get to 3 million? We need to get those computers in. I understand about half the government departments have been some of the leaders in this, giving computers. What I want to know is what's wrong with the other half of the government departments? Let them come on down. And finally, I would commend the Digital Hub. It's important that this is actually taking place in this building, in this location. The Digital Hub is there, not just although it's very successful now as an enterprise development, but this new internet world, this new computing connected world, works best with certain characteristics. It's open, flat, democratic. It's actually, volunteerism is central to some of the characteristics of how this economy is going to develop. And therefore in the hub, it's right and proper that it's not all just commercial enterprise and top rent and so on. That actually there's space for us, for the community to step in and say, sorry, this is our project. This is where we're part of the digital hub. This is where we're doing something positive and proactive. So I think it fits very well in the digital hub, and I very much commend the hub for taking it in and for continuing the, I mean, listen, it's not exactly the Ritz. We're talking Reese block and concrete here. It's not, we couldn't talk about the, it's like an aircraft runway. But it's a building you can do the work in, and it can give the people of the Liberties real pride that in the centre, the heart and around Dublin, we're doing something that's going all over the world. Best case example. Fair play. Let's keep it going. Thank you.